this. Let's go. Yeah. Listen. Check it. Let these bars give you an introduction. Tracy's sweet touch protection when she touch it. Hey, baby, you gonna know. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Passionately Intrigued Arts. And this is Tracy. I've been working on these labels, these apparel labels, tags, whatever you want to call them. I'm not sure. For your shirts, hats, different apparel. And so I did some on a video. If you have not seen it, I'll link it. I did it some on a video a couple weeks ago or last week, and they were made on ribbon, and they were white with the black print. So I wanted to make some more. I've run out of the black labels with the white print, the white showing through. So I want to do a process of sublimating the black onto the white material and do those labels, and I wanted to downsize them. So with all that chitter chat and blah blah blah, let's just get started on this video. I want to take you along with me so that you can see the process or see how I'm doing it. And I say that all the time. And let's get started. Okay. So these are the ones that I made on the previous video. And these are just with Tracy's Touch. I used the heat bond on the back, and this was, what was this? This was a material. No, this was the transfer sheet for white material. And then I also did some on ribbon, sublimated on ribbon. So these are sew in. They don't have the backing to them. These have the backing to them that I can iron on. And then I did two different types of ribbon. Is that all I did? Yes. Okay. So it's not quite what I want. I mean, they'll work. I'll use them. I wasn't too happy with this transfer sheet. And I'm not too keen about sewing things in. We'll see how this goes. But with all that being said, I ran out of black ones. I made some black ones a long time ago. And hold on. And I only have a couple left. They work well for my dark color shirts. And it is these. So these were kind of long. I think these were 2.5 inches long, and they're shorter. They are 1 inch, 2.5 inches by 1 inch. I wanted to make them shorter for one, and then where I have my name, I use a light lilac, or it was a light purple. I actually wanted to stand out, use a different font, and use white, and make these shorter. Okay, I'm trying to get to the story. I'm trying to get to what I'm doing. So I have 3 of these left. I need more of the black ones. Let me put these away. And so what I came up with, and I'm still not happy with it, but I'm going to go with it for now. It's not as small as I wanted it to be. I went into my Cricut and made another block and used, I'll have to look up that font. So this font was thicker, which is okay, I suppose, but I made this 2 inches instead of 2.5. It's still a little big to me. I want it, maybe not the 1 inch, maybe 0.75. I just want it a little bit smaller, but this is going to work for now. So I'm going to use this. Like I said, I created this in Cricut and just copy paste it until I could fill the printable area. And what I want to do is put this on a polyester material. So I have this material, and my materials, when I get to fat quarters, they're rolled up. Some of them are, and I take them apart, take the tags off, and fold them up so they're nice and neat so I can store them better. So I don't remember. I think I got this from the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure, but I couldn't remember because I have some cotton ones. And I couldn't remember if this was polyester or not. It doesn't feel like cotton. I thought it was polyester. And so I just did a little trial to make sure before I use this material. I printed on it. And yes, it is polyester. It printed well. So I'll probably make this into a patch or something. Sublimate it onto this. So it is polyester. And I believe, I'm telling you, I believe I got this sheet. I think it was a fat quarter. And if I'm not mistaken, I got it from the Dollar Tree some time ago. Because it was polyester. Okay. I got a long storyline, don't I? So I cut a piece of it. Here. Is this it? And what I want to do, I also want to use, I wanted to try this polyester. I'm experimenting. And also, I purchased this a while ago from the Dollar Tree. Crafter Square. It's a felt roll. And I know you can sublimate on felt. I believe. I've done it before. So I want to use this and see what it's like. You know, their felt is very thin, which would be okay for labels. We'll see. So I'm going to cut this sheet in half. Not in half. I want more. I think I want more for the polyester material, because this is really trial and error right here. This felt. Is that what that's called? Yeah, felt. So I'm just going to cut this sheet. How many did I get on the sheet? 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I got 27. I'm just going to cut this first 3 rows for the felt, and I'll use the majority for the polyester material. So, shall we do the felt first? It doesn't matter. So I cut a sheet of that felt. And I guess I should lint roll that. And we'll put this on here and sublimate it. And I better attach it with a piece of tape so it doesn't move. And I've got my mini press set for 400 degrees at 60 seconds. I'm just going to use a little bitty piece of tape. Let me get a piece of paper to put over the top of this and give it its 60 seconds at 400. All right, the 60 seconds is up. And I did this on, you know, I'm on my cutting mat and I don't want it to warp any type of way. So I put my DIY cutting board on here. And then I also used a pillow to give me a little more pressure with that easy press. So let's take this off. And that's the sheet that I covered it with. Pull this off and see what we got. Oh, that came out pretty good. Look at there, y'all. That did good. That did really good. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there, and then we're gonna do, while I have this easy press set at 400, we're gonna do the other one. What did I do with that sheet? Here it is. And I didn't pre-press. I guess I didn't have to, huh? Let me just lint roll this piece. And where's the other one? Is this the other half? Well, yes. Let me put this on here. Give it a little piece of tape. Maybe. And we'll give this one 60 seconds on this polyester. It's a really thin material. But the thinner the better, I think, for neck tags. You know, so you're not feeling it in the back. The customer or whoever you're making this for isn't feeling the tag in the back. Okay, we'll cover this one up with a sheet of paper. and give it 60 seconds. I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Ooh. Let's remove that. I feel that heat. Let's see. Ooh, that's hot. And that came out good as well. See how the white is more defined than that purple color, that lilac color that I had in the other ones. So now what I want to do, I'm going to turn the easy press off because I'm still going to need that heat for the heat bond. So I cut pieces of this heat bond to put on the back of these. This is the smaller one, so. And I'm going to need to put a sheet of paper. I'll put it onto this mat here. Turn this over. And this you only press for 6 seconds. Now I turned that off, and we're not going to need much time to adhere this at all. Kind of center it. Should I cover it with a piece of paper? What y'all think? Probably. And let's just give it a few seconds. Heat presses, the mini press is off, but you know it's still hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if that worked. Yep, that worked. It's on there. So what I'll be doing is cutting this out. Let me let that one cool off. And let's do this one. It didn't get onto the sheet. Let's do this one. Line this up. Paper over there. And give this one 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000. Did that work? It did. Okay. I'll let this one cool off, and I'm just gonna trim these down, or at least trim one to show you. And the heat bond definitely makes it easy for you to, it helps for you to cut these down. And these aren't my sewing scissors because I'm cutting heat bond. I'm cutting material, but I'm cutting heat bond, so I don't want to use my sewing scissors. Okay. So there it is. It's still, like I said, a little bigger than what I wanted. But let me show you in comparison to these first ones that I did some time ago. I can pick it up. So if I put this up against this one, you have that 1/2 inch longer. I still want to compress it a little bit, but this will work for now. Now let me show you how easy it is to cut this out. I'm gonna cut one out from this, of course I'm going to keep that piece of material, but I'm gonna cut this out from this material so I can show you this one as well. Now this one is really thin. So I'm going to get something and just show you how it presses. All you do with this heat bond is peel the backing off. You peel the backing off and press it down for a few seconds. This is very thin. They should not be able to feel this. And this is the polyester material. Now this is the felt. Let me peel this one off. And it's thicker because it's felt, but it's soft and it's nice. It's not stiff at all. And it should feel nice on the back of a t-shirt or whatever you're putting it on. This is really soft. All right, I'm gonna get something, press these on so that you can see. I managed to get them all cut out. And so these here are the polyester material, this here, and they're nice. And then here's the bunch of the felt, this material here. So I'm just going to show you. I have you use any kind of material you want. You know, I try to save money, be economical. These are just tags that are going in on apparel, and they're decent. They look halfway decent. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to create these. So I have some shirts. I'm going to be doing some St. Patrick's Day shirts for my grandchildren. And so I'm just going to use these for samples to show you. Normally I don't put tags, my tags, in the back of their shirts. But this is the polyester material tag. And I just place it either up here, or sometimes I place it underneath the tag. And for my grandchildren, I'm gonna place it underneath because I can cut that tag off, because that tag bothers them anyway, and their mothers cut them off. But for this purpose, no. Let me back that up. I'm gonna just go ahead and put it up here to make life a little easier right now, just to show you how these look. So it's small enough that it fits within this crew neck collar, on this crew neck collar, or like I said, you can put it down further. So I just have my mini iron heated up, and it doesn't take a lot of heat or a lot of time either. Just hit it with that, and you just want to make sure that it is sealed, that all the edges are laying down. So there's one, and that's the polyester material. And they all have green shirts, and they all are the same size. They all wear size 4. My 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and 4-year-old grandchildren. Okay, this is the felt. Put this one up here. And this one is really, really soft. That's one good thing. Same process. It's not going to take much heat, because that heat bond adhesive sticks really well. But because this is felt and it's a little thicker than the other material, I'm seeing that I have to put a little more pressure and a little more time on here to get through to that adhesive backing. But there it is. It's on. There's that one. And then what I'm going to do is show you my ones that I made previously. The 2.5 inches, which are long. These are long, and like I said, these, you see the difference here in how the white pops so much better than I used that lilac color, and then I used a script font. So, you know, use something that's legible, and white on black works so much better, or looks better, in my opinion. So let me do this last one. Did I peel it? I thought I had one peeled. This one is peeled. I took the backing off. And this material here, when I made these a year ago or so, I used this. And this is just a liner. A tablecloth? What do you call that thing? A table liner from the Dollar Tree. It has, you know, the pattern in there or whatever, but it still, you know, came out okay. You can see that pattern in there. So I'm gibbering. Let me get this on here. Now this one is longer. This is 2.5 inches. That's too long for me, but I'm going to use what I made. And I have 2 more of these left, and they will get used. And this one doesn't take much time or heat either because that material is thin. The thickest material is that felt. It's not very thick. It's, you know, it's thin because it's from the Dollar Tree. It's thinner than what you would buy elsewhere, but it's requires just a little more pressure and a little more heat to adhere. Yep, that's on good. So here's this one. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I showed you something. If you have easier way, better ways, let me know. I still am working on this. I want to make it a little smaller, and I also want to make, I'm going to make some tags that are sew in, but that are folded like this, you know, a little bit longer that I can sew into the seams. Now let me show you, and I'm done, what I did with that patch. Not patch, with that sample that I used to make sure that it's sublimated. I put the heat bond on the back of it, cut around the edges, and I just put it on this bucket hat. And this is mine. Just not to waste it. Use it for something. I was going to put it on a coat, like a patch on a coat, but this works for me. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you think. What type of labels have you made? Do you make labels? All that good stuff. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace and love, and we'll see you next time. Take care. I'm out.